Hinkshe, Estongo, Mathurowe Heights. Welcome, my friends and relations. My name is Shonda Randall. I'm Muskogee Creek from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. I proudly work for American Indian College Fund as the Native Pathways Program Officer. The American Indian College Fund, we were founded back in 1989. For the past 30 years, the College Fund has been the nation's largest charity supporting Native student access to higher education. I think many of you are familiar with our resources and services, programming, and funding. We do provide scholarships, student programming to help Native students access to higher education, and the support in tools and resources to succeed once they get to higher education. Our mission at the American Indian College Fund is our investment in Native students and tribal education to transform lives and communities. Thank you all for being here today. We've got a wonderful lineup of tribal college speakers to discuss business and career technical education programs at their school. Let's go ahead and jump right in. And I believe our first school is Chandeska Chicana Community College, and we have Melody Vogt.
Good morning, everyone. I will need to share my screen, so okay, here we go. I guess I will introduce myself first. My name is Melody Volk. I am the Director of Communications and Resources here at Chandeska Chicana Community College. We are a small two-year college, and so I'll get my screen up here so I can start explaining a little bit about ourselves. Okay, this is our business and technical programs. Like I said, we're based on Spirit Lake Reservation in Fort Totten, North Dakota. Our student base is about 200 students, so we have a very good student to teacher ratio. If you want to learn more about us, check us out at littlehoop.edu. We are totally right now, due to the pandemic, online with our coursework. Barring a few classes, I found out yesterday, our science labs, they do have the students coming in, but like I said, there's only 2 or 3 students in each class right now, and so we haven't had problems with keeping the distance. Our carpentry students are busy starting to build a new house, so they're outside, so we've got those accesses. And then our online application is available right online at the student resources tab on our website. Why choose CCCC? It's very affordable, especially right now because we are offering free tuition, free books, and free fees. So there's no cost to you. We do ask that you apply for the FAFSA because the tuition waivers aren't actually given back to you till the end of the semester. We have the smaller class sizes, we're fully accredited, and we do have financial aid and scholarships available. We do not participate in the student loan program, so it helps that the students apply for financial aid and for all the scholarships that they can. And we do have qualified and dedicated instructors. Our business administration program helps you get ready to be innovative in the business world. You'll learn relevant information. Our business instructor has been a working accountant. And it gives our students that leading edge when it comes to the business side of everything. So, and it teaches them the professionalism of being in a business administration. Our business administration students, once they receive their 2-year associate's degree, they can directly go into Mayville State College's business administration program because we have a good working relationship with Mayville State. And their program is strictly online also. The demand for professionals is just ever rising. So of course, the expected growth for business administration is about a 7% growth. We also have office technology. This gets you ready for the technical aspects of being in an office. It gives you the expertise on how to handle tours, you know, just being an overall good, excuse me, asset to the company. You learn etiquette, and there's many opportunities that are available. Excuse me. Certificate programs that we offer, we have an early childhood education, infant and toddlers, or a preschool certificate. We have office technology as a certificate, carpentry, and professional driving, which is our CDL program. The carpentry employment is projected to grow because they're finding that all the baby boomers are now retiring. So they need to have new carpenters on staff. And so our carpentry program has been lately very full. So if you're interested in carpentry, give us a call. We also have the professional driving, or the CDL. We offer the Class A license, which is for driving the semis, both state and federal regulations you learn. And that we also offer the Class B, which is the bus driving. You can take both so that you can be very well trained so that you can get a job. In fact, the bus driving jobs around the area is just crazy because everybody needs bus drivers. So if you have any questions, make sure you give me a call, or you can email me at melody.volk@littlehoop.edu, and check us out on the website. You'll see what we have to offer and what we have available. Thanks for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you so much, Melody. And it looks like we've got some great questions going on in the chat box. Appreciate that. Next up, we have Ryan Lee with Dene College. Take it away, Ryan.
Yes, certainly. I'm going to share my screen real quick. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ryan Lee from Dene College, student recruiter in Saley, Maine campus in Saley, Arizona. Just representing Dene College today over business and CTE programs we have at Dene College. Let me just dive right into it. Dene College Success Rooted in Tradition is our motto. There's some of our contact information right there. If you want to check out denecollege.edu, it has updates of what's going on right now, as well as we're getting prepared for spring registration at the moment. Business programs, we have 4 business management, office administration, computer information systems, business administration, just some of the key programs we have for associates and for business administration, associates and bachelor programs in the School of Business and Social Science. Basically, these programs are good for like human resources or behind at an office, or even my position is in business administration as well as recruitment. So there's a little bit of information for you guys on there. And if you guys want to go more in detail within the college, you could contact me. I'll give you all the information at the end of the presentation. Some of our technical programs we have at Dene College, computer technology and certificate, GIS certificate, irrigation technician, natural resources, and pre-engineering associates. So some of the basic programs right there, certificate was about like a year, probably like a year and a half program for you guys. Some great programs if you were interested, especially if you're like irrigation technician, you can use that certificate for like in the field, like in farm work. For instance, we have NAPI, which is our farm work in Farmington, New Mexico, that works on the the pumpkin patches that we have on right now and everything, or even the cornfields or even plantations, something like that. Pre-engineering is good if you want to go into the engineering field and just get 2 years and transfer out to a 4-year institution to go further in engineering, like mechanical engineering, for instance, everything. So a little bit of heads up for you guys in the technical field. So basically that was all our programs and everything, but if admissions process, if you guys are interested in that college, 3 easy steps for you guys. Online application at denecollege.edu. Once you submit an application, $20 fee would be for new students only for that application. Also a copy of your social security card for our financial aid department, official high school transcript if you have it on, once you graduate from high school, I should say. Lastly, if you are a federally recognized tribe, certificate Indian blood, we would need the official copy. Academic expense is $55 per credit hour. We are one of the lowest in Arizona tuition rate at 55. Full-time status is $660. That'll be 12 credit hours. But this semester, however, during the pandemic, we are reducing the discount of 50% of tuition to $660 to $330 full-time status. So very affordable. It's not too much on your pockets and everything. You still will be able to do the application fee, $20. It's only one time for a new student. If you're a returning student, it doesn't apply to you. Activity fee, technology fee, $25 and $20. Books and supplies varies depending on the programs you are entering with your instructors. And if you're on campus, a parking permit, $5. As you can tell, that's 1,430 is roughly the estimate we're anticipating, but due to the pandemic, it's lower than that. It's about a little bit underneath $1,000, so not too much for you guys. If you're interested in living on campus, Saley, Arizona, where I reside right now, the main campus, we have student housing as well as family housing. This pandemic, we are putting one person per room, as well as per suite for inside the dorms. That way it keeps one bathroom to one person only. So for that instance, we are still keeping the double occupancy room rate at $640 for students at the dorms per semester. And the family housing, you could tell the 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, 500, 600 per month, based on what your preference is. You could apply for that if you're married, common law, or if you have kids, or even like a family, you could apply for that. If you stay in one of those, you are required to have a meal plan for one semester at $1,480. Takes care of your meals throughout 7 days, 3 meals through the weekdays, 2 meals on the weekends. So some information for you guys. Money resources, I would encourage you to start in your FAFSAs as soon as possible. It really helps you get some financial student aid in for college, as well. If you're, for instance, we are Navajo tribe on the Navajo Nation for Diné College. ONSPA office is what we use for our Navajo students. They look into their scholarships there, as well as the chapter house scholarships. We also do offer Warrior Scholarship for our first-time freshmen. They do apply for that. And if you apply, it's a good $500 tuition scholarship for you guys. That will really help your bill at the end. I guarantee you that. And then there's more information for scholarships ongoing at the American Indian College Fund website. And that's the end of my presentation. Questions, just you could contact me at my email, rtlee@dinécollege.edu, or you could check out our website at dinécollege.edu. We are ongoing with our spring registration right now. We're about to start next week on November 2nd if you're interested in spring semester. However, if not, you could do it for next summer. Next fall will be open probably April range of next year, 2021. Thank you guys for having me, Warrior Bound, and thank you. Have a great day.
Oh no, it looks like Shonda, right? Her microphone sometimes makes her sound like Minnie Mouse and we can't hear her. So thank you so much, Ryan, for that wonderful information. I know it's really helpful for all of our students. Our next school is IAIA, if you want to go ahead and get started.
Thank you very much. I'll go ahead and share my screen. All right. Is that visible to everybody? All right. So my name is Felipe Estudio Colon. I'm actually the interim academic dean at the Institute of American Indian Arts. But one of the reasons that I'm sharing with you all today is actually my latest position before becoming the interim academic dean was chair for the department that oversees our certificate and business and entrepreneurship programs. So IAI actually offers, if I can get that to transfer, 3 different certificate programs, including business and entrepreneurship, which is a 24 credit program that can be taken either online or in person. A museum studies certificate program, which is a 30 credit program, again, can be taken online or in person, and also a Native American art history certificate program. Again, 30 credits, and again, can be taken online or in person. Our certificate programs are primarily designed for students who are either already in the industry and are interested in honing their skills, or students that are really interested in creating sort of a base education for themselves and might be considering also entering associates or bachelor programs. In the case of all three of our certificate programs, these are actually courses that can apply also to our associates and our bachelor programs. So for instance, we have a lot of students who may be considering something like museum studies and want to know more about it. They can actually take the certificate, complete a certificate, and all 30 of those credits could then apply to an associate's or a bachelor's if they chose to move to the next level of education. In terms of what the actual programs look like, again, in our business and entrepreneurship program, we have 24 total credits that are required for that. Within that, we have a number of required courses. The focus of our business and entrepreneurship is predominantly within the creation of culture and arts-based businesses. As the Institute of American Indian Arts, that is our dominant focus within all of our programs. In the business and entrepreneurship, we have 18 required credits, and those include courses that deal with basic finance, communication, basics in entrepreneurship and business development, accounting, marketing. The goal of this program is for a student to come out of the certificate with a business plan, with a plan that allows them to found or step into a business, again, predominantly related to the culture and arts industry. Being that IAI is based out of Santa Fe, New Mexico, that is a huge part of our economy in New Mexico, but we also understand that's a huge part of economies across Native America, that this is something that is major within most tribes. We also have quite a number of specialized electives, and we require a student to choose at least 2 of those courses. And those vary from things like e-commerce and e-marketing to sustainability, to small business management, business of art, which is particularly popular amongst our business students who are also taking majors in one of our studio arts, as well as opportunities for business internships with different businesses really around the state. Of course, in this time of COVID, even around the country, we're doing a number of remote internships. We're also very excited that a lot of our major departments are developing their own business-specific courses. So what we are developing is really a whole raft of discipline-specific business courses. First of these is actually launching now in the spring, and that's business of movies. So for students that are interested in getting into the movie industry, want to do a business certificate and work in that vein, they can actually learn more about how that works within the industry, how business and the film industry coalesce. Within our museum studies certificate, we again have 30 credits that are required. Of those required courses, of the 15 of those 30 credits, we do really a whole range of different museum topics, from repatriation to curation, collections management, both at a general level and, of course, being an Indigenous institution, at an Indigenous level as well. So we focus very specifically on Indigenous practices within the museum field. And again, we have specialized electives, 15 credits of which out of that 30 are required, that allows a student to really focus in on their specific interests, be it Native American art history and curation, archives, oral histories, again, things like repatriation, collections management. We also have specific courses related to things like grant writing. So if you're looking at administrative tracks within a museum field or cultural preservation field, this is a course we usually recommend. Within the art history certificate, again, 30 credit certificate, we have 18 required credits, and those courses include things like Native American art history 1 and 2, contemporary Native art, modern art, international art, and then also we look to, as one of the requirements of that, some degree of research, be it either oral history or general research. Art historians are generally very focused in on research. We also have a number of specialized electives within that program, including things like being able to focus in on European art, Native art in a contemporary setting, art of the hemisphere, Central and South America, cinema arts, fashion arts, photography arts. Again, there's a lot of crossover between our certificates and our master's programs. If you're interested in applying for a certificate program, the process for the application is virtually the same as it is for any of our programs. So you can actually go to our iai.edu admissions page. There's a $25 non-refundable application fee. We also ask that you forward your transcripts or GED scores. Certainly, if you are, again, sort of already maybe taking a major and would like to see if some of your credits would transfer, We'd also require any of your current college transfers to be sent as part of that. IAI does not restrict our admission to just registered Native Americans. We are open to all. And we actually represent currently about 90 different tribes within our student body, as well as 8 different countries, and of course, a lot of folks who are non-native. So we have a really diverse group of people that are in these programs. It really gives an opportunity to see a lot of different perspectives. And again, you can find out all information on our application process at our iaia.edu/admissions page. You'll see here, this is actually what the admissions page looks like. So if you go to our website, you'll see on the left-hand column our apply section, our admissions section, and then you'll find circled there in the 3 how to actually apply into the program. You'll also see the listing of all of the different programs that we offer. In addition to our certificates, we again have AFAs, BFAs. We also have the first of our MFA programs in creative writing. We're actually in the process right now and just received word yesterday. We are also going to be starting an MFA program for studio arts. So there's a lot of opportunity to start with us and grow through even professional level work. Our current tuition rates are set at about $185 for US residents, and that's basically around the hemisphere price, I should say. It's also something we apply to the Canadian First Nations. This is actually something that we've reduced by 10% this year, so that number is reflecting the original price, not with the 10%. We also have a 25% reduction for online only. And again, the certificate programs, all 3 of them can be completed as an online only course, as an online only program. We do also have international rate, which is a bit higher, and that would only apply to those who, again, are coming from Canada that are not covered under J Treaty, or those coming from other countries. Full-time students, so in the 12 to 18 credit range, we're looking at anywhere between sort of 4,400 up to around 8,900 a year, again, depending on your status.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Felipe.
Sure.
I'm sorry to cut you short.
No, that's
but
fine. Feel
Okay,
free,
thank
as I
you so
mentioned,
much.
visit our admission page. It has all the same details in it. So thank you so much.
Awesome. Great, Felipe. And if you want to drop some information in the chat box, please feel welcome.
Sure.
And there were some questions in there too.
Okay.
So next up we have Haskell. Before we get started with them, I just want to remind all of our attendees we will have prizes at the end. So we want you to stay tuned and learn as much as possible, but also win those prizes. All right, Haskell, you are up.
Thank you. Good afternoon. My name is Judith Gipp, and I am Hukpapa Lakota from the Standing Rock Reservation, 48 North Dakota. Is where I was born and raised. I've been at Haskell for a little over 20 years right now. I work in Blue Eagle Hall. I'm a health, sport, and exercise science instructor, but Blue Eagle Hall is home to our School of Business. And so I advise a number of our students in the baccalaureate program for our School of Business, as well as associate students who are looking to go into our School of Business. So just a little bit about our program. So we have 2 degrees. They are Bachelor of Science in Business Administration with 1 an emphasis in either management, or 2 an emphasis in tribal management. They are 120 credit hour programs. And students, there are no deadline dates for applying to the School of Business. Now we do have deadline dates to apply to our university. So first you'll want to apply to our university. The deadline for the coming spring is November the 15th. So if you are looking to finish with your program in December and are looking for an institution to go to, Haskell could be that option for you. And again, November 15th is our deadline. We do not currently have an online application. The application can be downloaded, filled out, and then submitted back to Haskell. We have a $10 application fee that goes along with the application. You can submit your transcripts, your high school and your college transcripts if you are a transfer student or student who has earned dual credit. We are federally recognized as a university, so all of our students are enrolled in a federally recognized tribe. And so we have over 140 students. We do not have open enrollment. You have to either have a CDIB or be able to provide proof of degree of Indian blood or descendancy. And so that's one of the processes. Now, part of that our uniqueness, if you will, with all the different tribes represented includes the fact that we are tuition free. So we do not charge a tuition for students to attend our institution. We charge essentially fees. And so if you reside on campus and we have 5 dormitories on campus, we have a 3-story co-ed dormitory. We have a men's dorm and a women's dorm. Both of them are approximately 2 to 3 stories in height. We have a honors dorm that is co-ed, and then a general co-ed facility that kind of looks more like a non-apartment based generalized university dorm or residential hall. So to reside on campus and to take classes full-time, including your meal plan and your textbook rental, is $715 a semester. So that's all inclusive. And then includes our activity fees as well to attend athletic events and or participate in intramural activities or take advantage of our student union activities through our campus recreation program. If you decide to reside off campus, the cost to attend is $240. Does not include a meal plan. It just includes your generalized technology fee, textbook rental, activity fee, athletics fee, so on and so forth. You can purchase a meal plan if you decide to reside off campus. We do not have on-campus apartments per se for rent. We do have 4 student RA apartments for married and or partnered students. And those do not cost a student anything. In fact, you work for them. So you provide 20 hours of basically work study within the dorm as a student resident assistant. And these are 2-bedroom apartments. Let's see, we are located in Lawrence, Kansas. So we are about 1.5 miles from the University of Kansas. And so it affords us a great opportunity to partner with the University of Kansas. So we have an MOU with them. We also have a really long-standing relationship with them. So once a student takes classes at Haskell, no matter where they come from, they are automatically afforded in-state tuition at the University of Kansas. So a number of our students, once they graduate from Haskell, go on to the University of Kansas. Well, that partnership has, for all intents and purposes, expanded. And so now with opportunities at KU, you can also then go to K-State, Fort Hays State, any of the public universities as an in-state student once you attend Haskell. So it's a pretty great opportunity. We are also a loan-free program. We do not provide loans to our students because we do not want them to get in debt in those first 4 years of their education. In addition to the MOU that we have with KU, we also have partnerships with a couple other organizations. The Walmart Corporation down in Bentonville, the headquarters, we have a partnership with them. We also have a partnership with Bentley University, and that's kind of a fairly new one. So we have some of our students will go to Bentley for their MBA program. We've had a number of students go on to the University of Kansas and other universities for either an MBA and or law degree. One of our students who graduated from KU with his MBA now works for the Cerner Corporation, which is a health technology organization, pretty large in Kansas City. They are developing out a partnership with our university as well to allow our students an opportunity to gain firsthand experience with Cerner. And most recently, we started a partnership with the Kansas City Area Transportation Authority. And this summer, we're completely online. Not this summer, this fall, we are completely online, but we do have a student who actually is piloting this KCATA internship through the School of Business with Kansas City Area Transportation Authority. So we have a number of partnerships and a number of graduates who have gone on to either pursue their MBA, complete their MBA, going into accounting, into law, and a number of them are out there trying to reconnect with our institutions. So it's pretty awesome that we have that. In addition to those partnerships, we also have a partnership with NARA and Archive, their National Records Management Training Program, and we have 2 certificates through them. An OTC certificate is after our second course is completed in Records Information Management, And then the second one is an archivist certificate, and that's after they complete their third level of their records information management programming. And with that allows us to have a great relationship with the National Archives in Kansas City. So that program is really led by Sharon Horn. We were the first institution to do it, and she has since started partnering with a few of our other tribal college sister institutions to try and get the training program established within their tribal colleges as well. So again, we're a great university. We're extremely affordable. We have a wonderful location and being so close to the University of Kansas, but also about 35 minutes from Kansas City. We have a beautiful green space. In fact, yesterday, one of our employees, a fairly new employee, had shared that he was really pleased with how we have kind of this hidden gem on our in Lawrence, that a lot of people don't recognize the amount of green space that we have on our campus. And so it's a really nice campus. And if you have any additional questions, feel free to put it in the chat or email me at jgip@haskell.edu. Again, our deadline is November 15th for the spring, and then in March for the fall of 2021. We do not know at this point in time if we are going to be in person in January or if we are going to be 100% online or a hybrid variation. So thank you for your time. And again, I look forward to any questions you may have.
Thank you so much, Judith. A lot of really great information about Haskell there. Next, we have Jimmy from Lakudere Ojibwe College.
Hey, bonjour, everyone. Let me just pull up my PowerPoint here. Okay, I'm from Lakudere Ojibwe College. My name is Jimmy White, and my grandma calls me Heinz 57 because I'm a mix of all different tribes, but I am mostly Lakudere Ojibwe. Okay. So there's plenty of things that set us apart from other colleges, but I'd like to touch on our teacher to student ratio, which was 1:5 in 2017-2018. We have tons of transfer assistants. We have articulation agreements. I'll show you later on, there's a whole page full of them. We're also one of the institutions that do not deal in loans. We have tons of scholarships and grants opportunities out there, and all of our staff are willing to help you find those resources, get those resources, and then utilize them to your best advantage. So we have locations in Red Cliff, Lac du Flambeau, Bad River, St. Croix, and here in Hayward, Wisconsin. So what that means is we've been distance learning for decades. So this whole learning online environment is not new to us. And that means that now that we've had to go to online learning, I think we're going to stay with hybrid. So if you want to stay at home and then you want to come to classes on your computer, you can do so. Or if you want to come in on campus and do all the social distancing stuff, you can do that as well. But also, now that we're in this new environment, we are able to deliver classes to every state except for California currently. Okay, so a little bit about our financial aid and our cost of tuition. Our average grants awarded to our students is about $9,000. And our cost of attendance is $190 per credit. And roughly, if you were to take full-time first semester generals, it would be about $3,000. So what that means is, on average, our students get back about $6,000 back in your pocket to help you, pay for the lights, pay for gas and food, those sort of things. And like I said, we have tons of help, tons of people to remind you when those deadlines are, people to help you write those scholarship essays, those recommendation letters, and to actively find new scholarships for you. We have tons of resources, emergency aid to help you stay in school, laptops, tablets, internships that are very flexible. We've had people work for our grants department, for our business departments, H&R Block. As long as the host is willing to have our student, we're pretty flexible. So you can go out and get the experience you want in the field you're looking for, and if that's not what you want, you can switch it up, and you're not gonna have impending doom on you. Let's see here. I'm trying to keep it to 7 minutes. I'm not sure if I put the timer on. Okay, so here are some of our offerings: accounting, agriculture and natural resources, business. We've had an associate's degree in business, but this year is our first year ever of our Bachelor's of Science in Business Administration and Human Services. So we did a feasibility study, and we went out and looked at our service area and asked what kind of classes, what kind of students are you looking for? And we created our classes and our curriculum based on what is our business student gonna, what are they gonna wanna do once they graduate, and what kind of people are you gonna wanna hire? So things, let me pull up the website here. That's not it. Where are you? Okay. Well, things like grant writing, tribal governments, nonprofit accounting, those sort of classes that you might not get if you were just to go to like a regular business school. My PowerPoint back up. Okay.
I'm not
we've
seeing
got
it,
other-
Jim.
Can you see it?
No,
Oh no.
I don't know why.
How about now?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So that was a little bit about our business administration. We have the associates and the bachelor's of science. We've also got other CTEs like AODA if you want to help counsel in that field. We've got culinary arts. We've got Native American arts. The Tribally Advocate program is brand new to us, and I always start rambling on about it. It's a one-year certificate, and once you go through the program, you will be appointed as a tribally advocate, and you can represent people in tribal courts. So that's almost unheard of, a one-year program, and you can represent people in tribal courts, help them understand their rights, and advocate for them on behalf of them in court, which is crazy. Moving on, so we have student organizations, but one that pertains to the business degree seekers is American Indigenous Business Leaders. So they work on coming up with these business plans, different entrepreneurships, going to conferences for businesses. So you can get that training, you can work in a group environment and come up with these business ideas and implement them. It's really exciting. They can go after investment capital and get all these cool experiences without ever having to graduate. So it's really awesome. Oh, some new things that are coming to us is sports. We're diving into golf and esports currently. And along with that, I'm just gonna keep it on there. We are expanding our campus. So we're moving, we're getting student housing, we're getting a bigger building, and we're expanding our curriculum, our degree offerings. It's just super exciting. And I'm always wondering, like, what can I say? What can't I say? But we just released a press release about our expansion. So very big things to come on the horizon for us. So I mentioned our articulation agreement. Here are a list of what we have currently. Since this is our focus area currently, this is where we've been working at, but it's up to each institution to decide what credits transfer over, and we are fully accredited. So if you do want to come to our school and transfer out, I would just suggest keep your syllabi, keep your syllabus from every class, and then work with your new admissions department to see what will transfer over. But if you keep
Hi, Jimmy. Sorry, we're at the 7-minute mark, but that was wonderful.
I tried so hard today.
I know you did great, and it was great information.
And all my information is right here. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, and Phil, welcome to put it into the chat box as well. So we have 4 more presentations from tribal colleges and universities. Keep in mind, attendees, that we do have prizes at the end of these 4 presentations, so we hope that you're still here. And next up, we have Navajo Tech.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for this time. I am just going to share my screen. Okay. Okay, my name is Tilda Woody. I am one of the business faculty with Naval Technical University. I am an alumni of NTU. I've been teaching now going on 13 years, and my clan is Red Running Into the Water, born of the Red House clan. And I have been living in Crown Point for the past 23 years. So I'm happy to join you all this morning. I teach in the accounting and bookkeeping program along with my co-teachers. We offer the bookkeeping certificate program, and the required total credits that need to be accomplished to earn a certificate bookkeeping is 33 credit hours. We have the general education requirements here, and then also the core courses that are broken down into 2 semesters. So if students enroll for full-time, it should take 2 semesters to complete the certificate program. I heard some of you including the tuition information, so I just cut and paste this from our website, and I hope this is up to date, but I know that since this pandemic, we were not charging tuition. So I believe starting next semester, we will be back to charging for tuition. The other program I teach in is the Associate of Applied Science in Accounting, and the required number of credits to complete that program is 70 credits. Included here are the general education requirements and the core courses that emphasize on the major. So a lot of these, a good majority of these courses in accounting are transferred over into our bachelor's program, or some into our other associate degree programs. So if, let's say along the way, students might change their mind on their concentration on accounting and more or less want to be versatile and go into the business administration, or perhaps maybe public administration, then they're able to do so. And if they're a little bit nervous in accounting and want to kind of get their feet wet, then that's where the bookkeeping program comes into play. So they're able to get the introductions of that major. Along with our program, we have clubs that we are very active in. And back in 2015, my co-teachers and I established what's called our College of Business Club. And it's been very active, and we've did a lot of things in this club, which is student driven. And the main objective is for these students to promote their program. We do a lot of outreach. We are involved in job expos, job fairs. We have on campus what's called a skills fest, where they bring in high school students and they do this whole competition with them in the different trades and the different programs. We're during normal times, that is fall and spring orientations, we give welcome addresses, and then also we do a lot of NTU club drives. And so the students get hands-on how to promote their program and how to interact, and they're just really involved in also raising their own money for their clubs. So they get a lot of experience in that. Also, we have a brochure that's available for the College of Business Club. We're just showing our faculty here, and then also our club officers from last semester. So this past semester, we were not able to be here on campus. Everything is pretty much virtual, but every year students vote in their new leaders, and so that's available for them, and they really enjoy this to own it and to take it in the direction that they want to. So every year it's different. We are also involved with AHEC, and this happens with tribal colleges where we compete, And in my major with my program, we compete in the Business Bowl. And so, you know, it just differs on how we do every spring. We didn't have AHEC last year because of this pandemic. And, you know, this coming spring is kind of up in the air as well. We also are involved with the American Indigenous Business Leaders. They're referred to as AIBL. It's a nonprofit organization that works with tribal colleges for business students, and they have competitions too. They have chapter of the year competitions, business plan competitions. They have an elevator pitch competition, and they offer interns for business students. So we did very well with AIBL, and they have these competitions every spring. And also we collaborate with the Native Women Lead that is located in Albuquerque. And what they do is they collaborate with our students, and they offer virtual workshops for Indigenous business women owners, business owners. They provide mentoring for our students. And in the second annual summit that we attended, the accounting students volunteered and they were awarded scholarships. So the Native Women Lead is made up of 8 founders that are very active, and their mission is to build community and also to help with our students as well too, and across the board. So other business career opportunities in our programs is the Bachelor of Arts in Business Administration, and Christine Rehead is our business department head. She'll be presenting here in a bit. And then we have programs in these for the associate's degrees, which is the public administration, and Ms. April Chichili is the program advisor for that, administrative office specialist. Mr. Quink is our advisor, and then of course myself, accounting and bookkeeping. And then there we have a certificate program in the administrative office specialist program as well. So that's all I have for you. Thank you for your time. And if there's any questions, you can go to the Nauvoo Technical University website. My email is twoody@nauvotech.edu, and my office number is posted there. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Tilda. Next up, we have Southwestern Polytechnic Institute.
Which one of us do you want to go?
Well, we have 7 minutes per each school, so you could each have a certain amount of time, or
Rodney,
whichever.
you want to go first? I'm not hearing Rodney. Okay.
Minute.
Do you want to go first?
No, I'm here. I'm here. Can you see my screen, by the way?
Yeah. So we're splitting time. So we each got about 3 minutes.
Okay, boy, I had a whole 7 minute spiel, but okay, here goes. First off, I am Rodney E. Greer. I have a doctorate in business, organizational, and leadership. My great-grandfather was the Chickasaw Nation judge, and the Chickasaw were originally from the South, Mississippi, Arkansas, and Tennessee. Today, I am representing Southwestern Indian Polytechnic Institute, specifically the business education program. So at SIPI, we have a fantastic business starter set of classes that sets the foundation for the student's future. And the future, after all, is what education's all about. And the SIPI business program begins with the introduction of business life. And whether we know it or not, every single day of our lives, we are conducting business and making decisions that shape our future. So why not gain business experience early on in college to learn how to manage and apply proven best practices for success? Plus, pick up an AA degree in the process. Pretty much one of the best two-for opportunities ever. Now, one way to realize opportunity in business is by entrepreneurship. This is one of the 3 primary areas of the SIPI business education program that we will get into. The other 2 major business areas are accounting and management. So briefly, with respect to business entrepreneurship, and that is to be the owner of your very own enterprise. Think about that. Who's the boss? Well, you're the boss, and all things are possible. I'm going to cut a little short. I had some examples I was going to go to, but I'm not going to go there. But one thing, we business majors know what we are doing before we do it. SIPI business students will know what we are doing because we create a realistic financial feasibility analysis and business plan before we invest a single dollar. Did you know that more small business failures are attributed to a lack of business management knowledge and skills than anything else? Well, the second major area of the SIPI business program is business management. And guess what? There are more jobs in business management than anywhere. We're talking operations management, financial management, project management, quality management, technology management, and I can go on. Want a good job with good pay and benefits? Then become a good manager. That's, I'm going to move a little fast here. Manager skills are scalable. What do I mean by scalable? Well, you probably already manage your own lives in a small way with things like a bank account, a credit card, a car payment. Now, what if you start a business right out of college like I did? Then you'll quickly learn how to manage many more activities and accounts beyond personal finance, like accounts receivable, accounts payable, payroll, and more. And guess what? We're just starting. What if you extend your career into corporate management, as I did? You will find yourself managing million-dollar projects and programs that are greater than all of your years in business. Finally, the third area of the SIPI business program is accounting. Whether you are in business as an entrepreneur, engaging in management, or in finance, you have to have the fundamental accounting knowledge and skills. As an entrepreneur, you'll need to know how to track the finances and manage cash flow in order to make informed decisions, plus good tax planning and forecasting. Managers need to create quarterly and annual budgets to include staffing and departmental resource needs. And let me tell you, if you want to keep employed and advance your career in management, you'd better learn early on how to manage and control a budget. If you cannot manage a budget and go over budget, well, this is a great way to get fired. Now, there are many great opportunities for those who discover that they're pretty good with numbers. Financial management just might be your calling. Career possibilities to become a licensed certified public accountant. And you can even further advance one's career to become a chief financial officer or even a well-respected financial guru within any organization. We have a solid accounting team at SIPI with doctorate level accounting instructors and licensed certified public accountants. Plus, we offer a specialized tribal accounting path. So from here, I'm going to turn it over to my colleague, Chef Leonard Bailey.
Thank you. I'm going to try and share my screen. I do apologize if it doesn't do so well. Did my screen share? Yes,
Yep.
no? Okay.
Yeah, I could see it.
All right. Sorry, here, it's just a slideshow. So SIPI Culinary Arts, I took over the program back in 2012, and we did a complete restructure of it, moving it up to the competency guidelines of the American Culinary Federation. And with doing that, and a lot of the changes that we did, resulted in 2018, the American Culinary Federation named our lead instructor the National Chef Educator of the Year through the American Culinary Federation to include Guam and the Philippines. So we're really proud of that. We focus really heavily on many different aspects, but before I get into that, just real quick, to apply, www.sipi.edu/admissions. You'll need a certificate of Indian blood, an official high school transcript, If transferring in, we'll need the transcripts from those colleges. We'll need an immunization record, and if you're claiming veteran status, we'll need the DD 14. Deadline is December 11th of 2020 for the spring 2011, and then that is the address to where things can be turned in. In the Sippy Culinary Arts program, we focus really heavily on nutrition and sanitation. These are two areas that I feel that are getting overlooked in industry and need to have more time spent on them. So we do focus a lot on nutrition, especially with baby boomers retiring. A lot of our communities are eating too much into sugar and high fructose. So how do we get back? How do we get away from the salts? How do we get back to using a natural ingredient? So we do spend 2 classes on nutrition alone. One is a book class, and then we do have a hands-on learning class where they go through recipe modifications and conversions to do really cool stuff. One of my students, Lucas Antonio, went back to his Pueblo of Akron, and actually started working with the community centers and with the school systems to bring healthy indigenous foods back into his communities. So we're really super proud of him for that. I love art. 2007, I was ranked 3rd in the world for competitive ice carving. And we do a lot of ice carving with our students. And the big block that you see there, that was 6 blocks that our students carved. The students designed the carving themselves and then implemented the carving process. The other 2 gentlemen over on the other side there, they did this for graduation where they froze flowers into the ice. So we do focus a lot on the arts as well too. I think it's very important to touch somebody through their creative side. Baking a pastry. Our kids, it's amazing because I am not a baker and I am not a pastry person, but our students love baking a pastry. They get into it. The end cake is a mirror glaze cake that the kids did. They want to do like a Starburst theme. Then the strawberry shortcake, and then some Christmas cookies that we did on the other side there for a function that we did. So we do get into making breads. We get into some traditional baking and pastry projects. We get into stuff that's from all over the world: Poland, France, Italy, working with the different types of pastries from around the world as well. Leadership. This is where I'm really super proud. We have a lot of students that come in. The gentleman that you see up in the center, he is from White Mountain Apache. And when I first met David came to me and I said to him, I said, "Why are you in culinary?" He goes, I just want to get enough experience so I can be a prep cook. And I started watching this kid work, and I was so super impressed with his skill, his work ethic, his ability to pick up what we were doing. He was doing things beyond what other students were doing. I never told him. He didn't find out until the day he walked across stage, but he graduated with his AAS. He was only coming for a certificate, but I went and moved him to the AS program without discussing it with him because I didn't want to put that stress on him. And he found out the moment he walked across stage that he had a degree instead of a certificate. And he's now working in a 2 times James Beard nominated restaurant. He's also was ranked 2nd in the state 3 years in a row through Skills USA and competition. The young lady on the other side, Diana Pollock, she is from the Sioux Nation, and she is working in Las Vegas right now as the head pasta maker at one of the hotels. So she makes fresh pasta every day. And she had a rough road as well too when I first met her, and super proud of her ability to lead herself into her future. Food science. I love the science end of food. I really get angry that they consider us a technical degree instead of a STEM program, because we do more science, math, engineering, and technology than the programs that are considered STEM. We do it every day with every dish, with everything we do. So this here, the dish you see in the back, the pork loin, and then the force meat next to it, is actually held together with transsodium glutamate. So we're using food chemicals. We're using different types of things to make food alter its technology of how it's structured, how it holds together. So the students are learning not only the how, but they're learning the why and the result of the why. So we do spend a lot of time on the science end of food because I think that's super important. Last slide here. If you have questions about Sippy, you want to register. Rhonda is absolutely awesome. This is her phone number. This is her email. So if you want to look more into it, check out our culinary program. There's a lot of great culinary programs within the TCUs. We're one of them. I'm really proud of what we have. I work with several others. I work with NTU with Bob and Brian. So the American Culinary Federation is a huge part of what we do here. And If you have any questions, you can get me too. It's leonard.bailey@bie.edu, or if my cell phone number is 505-948-1753. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Chef Leonard. And we will have a slide with some of the contact information on it. But please feel welcome to put your information in the chat box so students can copy and paste that into a Word document or take a picture of it with their cell phone. Next up, we have Sitting Bull College.
I'm Lindsay Sandquist. I'm the outreach coordinator from Sitting Bull College. Our main campus is located in Fort Yates, North Dakota, and we also have 2 sites in McLaughlin and Mulbridge, South Dakota. We are also located on the Standing Rock Sioux Tribe. Programs, we have 3 masters, 8 bachelors, 14 associates, and 9 certificates. TCU partnerships with employers, we have internships with the Standing Rock Sioux Tribe, Prairie Knights Casino, Indian Health Services, and surrounding schools. Student success, Standing Rock Public Transit, we offer free rides for students to and from class. We have Sitting Bull College housing and dorms on the main Fort Yates campus, and then we also have dorms at our Mulbridge site. Financial aid, we have many scholarship opportunities, and we also do not offer loans. Our financial aid department is phenomenal. We do have a low tuition rate, $1,800 for full-time. Full-time is 12 to 18 credits. We offer academic counseling. We have many research opportunities, and I've got Glenn on, and I think he'll talk about that a little bit too. And then we have our immersion nest for Sitting Bull College students and employees. We have, they can be baby up to 5th grade, so that's really awesome. Our application process. We are old school. You go to www.sittingbull.edu, you print off an application. Once you complete your application, you will need a copy of your tribal enrollment and your GED or high school transcript. This is something we're working on, so hopefully by next semester or the summer, hopefully sooner, we will have an online application. CTE programs at Sitting Bull College, we have CDL and heavy equipment. Building trades, that takes 1 year. You have to start in the fall and then you graduate in the spring. Electrical is the exact same, start in the fall, graduate in the spring. And our CTE programs are in person, they are hybrid. We do max out at, I believe, 6 students per class. And then we also follow CDC guidelines, but the rest of our classes are primarily online. Over to business. I'm gonna let Glenn Philbrick talk about this one.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Glenn Philbrick. I'm one of the business instructors at Sitting Bull College, and we offer 3 degrees in business. We have the associate's degree, the bachelor's degree, and the master's of business. And Lindsay, I assume you're going to talk about the master's degree, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So our associate's degree is in business administration, gives students in kind of an inclusive view and experience in basics in business, your accounting, management, human resources, not to mention office technology. You have to know how to navigate Word, Office, etc. To our bachelor's degree, we have a broader offering with human resources, finance, additional accounting courses, including tax procedures, and both degrees require an internship. And so I've worked with Standing Rock, the tribal government, Prairie Knights, Grand River Casino, some businesses within Fort Yates, and also our TBEC office at the Entrepreneurial Center at Sitting Bull College as well. I also have a former relationship with NASA, and I've had students participate in writing a concept paper / business plan for NASA technology. And we did this once already, competed, and last year with COVID, it kind of created a challenge for everyone, but we look at doing it again this year. I have had students who have completed internships with NASA. So Sitting Bull College does have a partnership with NASA, and a lot of our participants have been business students, which I'm really excited about because it's given them great opportunities to travel, learn things that are not available typically in our geographical region, and give them paid internships as well. This past year, one of my students in the NASA internship got a paid internship remotely. So they worked from home all summer, which was safe and great as well. We have our American Indigenous Business Leaders Club, AIBL, has been active. We've typically did a haunted house of sorts, except for this year for obvious reasons. We have held an obstacle course as a fundraiser. Haunted houses, volleyball tournaments. We're looking at having an online gaming tournament this year. So we're a pretty active club for the most part. I'm very proud of my AIBL students and all of my students involved in NASA. And a class that usually generates interest in my program is grant writing. I teach that because I've written some successful grants and managed them as well, including for research. And so I have students who enjoy, it's a lot of work, but I have students who enjoy that class a lot. And with that, I think our program is affordable, and we have a low ratio for teachers a student. So it's and before COVID, we'd make sure we had a more homey environment of food and coffee in the classroom, but we're hybrid right now. So I'll turn it back to Lindsay.
Thanks, Glenn. We also have a Master's of Business Administration. The MBA program at Sitting Bull College educates current and future business leaders through the use of technology, research, and engagement with an emphasis on economic development, budgeting, financial decision-making, and planning, while promoting ethical behavior consistent with the Lakota and Dakota culture and language. The MBA program meets one evening a week at the Fort Yates campus. We are talking about doing that class virtually, but that is to be determined. This is our primary MBA instructor, Rachel Koontz. She's been with Sitting Bull College since 2016. She worked on bringing the MBA program to Sitting Bull College, which the new program was accepted and implemented in August of 2019. So I will post my information in the chat box and answer all your questions so we can get on to United Tribes. Thank you for your time.
All right, thank you so much, Lindsay and Glenn. Just more great information from all of our TCUs. Next up, United Tribes.
Trying to find my mute button. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you.
Okay, awesome. Okay, I'm in the office and I'm in a hot spot right now, so mask in the office even when nobody's around, always practicing safe social distancing. But Noah Sa'asanish, Desh Today, Vicky Alberts, Blue Corn Woman. Greetings to you all in my Rikara language. My name is Vicky Alberts and I am the Admissions and Recruitment Director here at United Tribes Technical College. I'm an enrolled member of 3 affiliated tribes, but also represent Spirit Lake Dakota and Lakota Hunkpapa Sioux tribes. So let's get started, and let me see if I can, forgot to share my screen. As I said, I'm always the old lady that messes up and holds up the show. Okay, are you able to see my screen?
Yep.
All right. So our motto here at UTTC is leadership begins here. And that's one great thing I always say, and AICF staff, you're getting to know my pitch there, is that tribal colleges are education in your backyard. So you don't have to go very far in order to get an education. And it's so great that we have all of these opportunities with the 37 tribal colleges. And so really, for you students out there, you need to really pick the place that speaks to you. And I just find it so great that everybody's here and so passionate about their colleges, and we can get this information out to our students, and so that they're aware of all of these opportunities. UTTC is located in Bismarck, North Dakota, which is kind of an urban setting, and I'm sure Lindsay can kind of laugh about that, being that we're the capital of North Dakota. And so when students decide to come here, they're kind of deciding to make a change, whether that's a life change or something else. We're in a more urban setting, so students really make a decision to come here. But why choose UTTC? Well, similar to the other tribal colleges, we do have a smaller class size. We have an open enrollment policy, so you do not have to be, native to attend. As I said, we're located in Bismarck, so we do have students, both native and non-native, as well as some international students that attend here. And it's like I always say, is that you get the state school feel in a tribal college setting. So if you kind of want to you're not quite ready for the bigger university yet, start with your tribal college. That's a great place to always start and get your generals. It's great education at an affordable price, no matter where you decide to go. And getting back to UTTC, we offer 4 certificate and diploma programs. We have 13 associate degrees and 4 bachelor's degrees. 2 of our degrees are offered online, and we are actually looking at moving to more kind of online in response to the pandemic. So we're starting to push more programs online, and we will hopefully have a bachelor's of business online, a bachelor's of criminal justice online soon, and a few other programs coming up in the next year. So here's a little bit more information about UTTC. As of 2018-19, our enrollment was about 915 students. On average, we usually have anywhere from about 400 to 500 students total on campus and online. Some of the services that we offer, that are unique to UTTC, we do have daycare from infant all the way up to an elementary school, which has students from kindergarten all the way up to 7th grade. A little bit more about our student population. One great thing and kind of interesting thing is that our demographic is getting a lot younger, and so we're getting more of those traditional college age students coming to UTTC, and we have about 75 tribes represented within our student population. Another unique feature similar to Haskell or some of the other universities and TCUs is that we do offer a tuition waiver. You do have to meet eligibility requirements, and you have to be accepted. Your FAFSA has to be complete in order to qualify for the tuition waiver. And each term there is a deadline, a specific deadline that you need to, to get your stuff in by. For example, our upcoming deadline is Sunday. So November 1st for the spring semester. So if you're interested in coming in for the spring, and to you high school seniors out there, we are accepting already for next fall. So if you want to get an early start, here are our admissions requirements. We do not have an application fee. So that's kind of nice if you want to apply to go, to go to school here, you don't need to pay the application fee. Just general admissions requirements, I won't get into those too much. Aside, I do want to mention one thing though, is that we are waiving the ACT and SAT scores for the incoming freshmen, because just due to COVID and things like that. So we're actually trying to be on par with North Dakota University systems. And so we'll be waiving that until the summer of 2022. But in place of that, we do offer the AccuPlacer, which is another placement exam. So if you don't have the opportunity to take that ACT or SAT and you still want to come here, it's perfectly fine. That'll be waived until that time. So let's get into some of our programs. And sorry, I talk fast and loud, so and I'm long-winded, which is probably not a great combination. But our business administration programs, we have an associate of business as well as a bachelor's program, and the associates hopefully and the bachelor's will be moving to the online portion. This is such a great program, and as everybody has said, business is such a versatile degree to have. There's so many things that you can do with it, and internships are just plentiful in this field of study. For example, we have one student in particular here at UTTC, and she had an internship with the North Dakota State Department of Health. And what did that lead to after graduation? It led to job placement. So she's actually employed there now. And so that's the most important thing that students need to learn too, is while you're in these degree programs, networking. Take advantage of those offices on campus, like career services, things like that. We have a great career services department. And Connie, Connie Sheehan, she's our I wish I had her information. I'll put it in the chat box. But she is just a great, wonderful resource that helps students place with internships, part-time work, and employment after graduation. So let's get into our CTE programs. Our automotive program is great. There's a lot of hands-on learning. One unique thing about UTTC is that these students, you get a lot of hands-on experience because you actually work on the cars of our staff and students. So if if you work here, or if you attend school here and you're having an issue with your vehicle, you can actually take it right over to automotive right here on campus, and they can take a look at it, get things done for you. Computer information technology. This is also a great program that leads to a lot of great internships. One business in particular in Bismarck asked our students to come and help with service calls. So a lot of hands-on experience there as well. Our culinary arts department is just amazing, and I'm probably coming up on my time. I don't want to overextend or go beyond, but so just feel free to cut me off. But our culinary department, they provide meals on campus to students in addition. So that's a lot of hands-on training. They offer a series of native foods during Native American Heritage Month. Our students get hands-on experience, and they have quite some amazing relationships with local restaurants. And oops, let me go back here. Our graphic design department, also, we have a full functioning production print shop here on campus. So while you're a student, a lot of our students create the material that we use in admissions. So, I mean, a lot of hands-on, they create our book for powwows, various recruitment things. So you do get a lot of hands-on experience in that. And that's the most important thing about the CTE programs, is that hands-on learning. And for example, welding and heavy equipment, those are the only two programs right now that, well, heavy equipment, automotive, and all the CTE programs, those are the only programs that are actually on campus. But some of them are already, you know, able to practice social distancing. For example, in welding, they have the welding bays. So that provides, you know, an opportunity for students to get that hands-on experience that's required for those specific certificates. With heavy equipment, that is just a one semester program. That's probably one of our most popular programs. Welding is also a very popular program that we have. And we have the one instructor who is certified in I think it's a 4-state region, who's able to test. And so when other welders want to learn a skill, they actually have to come to our school to test. And our students, they get a lot of hands-on experience in these fields as well, because they're able to work. We have Bobcat, right, you know, down the road. So some of our students work there. Our sustainable ag program is brand new, started in the fall of, I want to say 2019. And that also very hands-on program. They actually provide a good chunk of the produce that students and staff that are available to students and staff. And I know I had spoke about that during the STEM series, is that one thing that some of our students experienced was food insecurity. So what better way to address that is to start making, you know, UTTC fully sustainable and providing good, you know, good food, fruits and veggies to our students, faculty and families in the community. So.
All right, thank you so much, Vicki. You did a fantastic job, and thank you to all of the TCUs. And Vicki, if you want to drop your contact information in the chat, and all of the presenters as well. I actually really hate when I have to cut you off because I want to hear more, and I know our students do too. So please put your contact information into the chat so students can connect with you and learn more, and hopefully hear some of those things that you weren't able to say in those 7 minutes. I know 7 minutes is not super long. So next up, super exciting, we have some prizes. So we have our lovely game show host, who's also one of our colleagues, Nicolette Weston here. And she's going to be drawing for some super awesome prizes.
Awesome. So I'm glad everyone was able to hang in there and get all that information in. And now it's time, you know, to wrap it up. And we have an interesting way of doing this today. We kind of figured we're getting the hang of this. So I'm going to share my screen, and participants, if I call your name or if we're going to spin a wheel, please respond in the chat box so we know that you are still present. If you are not present, we don't hear from you, I'm going to go ahead and respin that wheel. So keep an eye out. Here we go. Can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
All right, so the first drawing we're going to have is for the swag bag and a t-shirt. So we're gonna, it has a little noise to it too, but I don't think you guys can hear that.
Yeah. Dwayne.
All right. So Dwayne Reeder, are you here? And I can't really see the chat box, Micheline, so you're gonna have to let me know if he's here or not. He is. Awesome, Dwayne. You have won yourself a swag bag with a cool t-shirt. So just hang tight, and one of the ladies will get to you and get your contact information. All right, so next up we have the earbuds. Is that next on our list, right? So we got the earbuds, our next drawing. So here we go for that.
These are the cool Bluetooth ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have Jessina McBee. Are you on, Jessina? Please let us know you're here so I can remove you from the wheel for now. She's here? All right, awesome. Congratulations, Jacina. You've won some cool Bluetooth earbuds. All right, next up is Micheline, is it the tablet or would it be the Fitbit? Fitbit? Okay,
Yeah.
so next up we have a Fitbit. And let's see who wins that drawing. Trenton Balloon. Trenton Balloon, are you on? You have just won a Fitbit.
Wow.
Nice. Congratulations, Trenton. All right. So our final prize for today is a tablet. Is this a Kindle Fire tablet, right? Yeah. So here goes for our grand prize for today. Oops, sorry. Awesome. So we have Anithia Hayes. Anithia, are you on? And,
I don't see her name on the attendee list anymore.
okay. So she is not on. All right. So here's second chance now for somebody to win the Fire tablet. Removing that name. Here we go. All right, Faith Mario. Is Faith Mario on? No? All right, it looks like Faith has left before the drawing. So here we go, students. We got another chance at the Fire tablet. Are we ready?
So much suspense.
I know. Oh, that was close. Callie Field. Yeah,
I see Kelly's name in there.
awesome. So we have Callie, Trenton.
Oh, Kelly would like to give it to someone else.
Oh, okay, Kelly. So here we go.
So
So
generous, Kelly, thank you.
Kelly has declined.
Hmm.
Now we have another chance, student. So here we go. Martina Moves Camp. Congratulations, Martina. Is she on?
She is, and she's one of our counselors.
Oh.
Awesome. So we're done, right? Is that?
Yeah, she wants to give it away.
She wants to decline?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, here we go, students. Here we go,
But
students.
Martina has been here every day, so thank you, Martina.
Nice.
And then Dwayne Reeder is saying he would like to give his prize away as well.
Okay.
He's a former recruiter, he says.
Awesome.
Okay.
Misty Farber. Misty Farber for the Kindle or the Fire tablet. Is Misty Farber on?
I see your name.
Awesome.
Misty, are you a student? Yay, yes.
Awesome. Good job. Congratulations, Misty. So we're going to redraw for Dwayne Reeder's gift that he is declining to and offering it to a student. So Dwayne Reeder, was that the Bluetooth headphones?
No, swag bag.
Swag bag. All right. So here we go for another chance at the swag bag and cool t-shirt. Awesome. Is Felicia, is it Felicia? Felicia Preventio, is she on? And is she a student?
You see, she's on. So,
All right. So we'll just reach out to her then, right?
Yes. Looks like she's
Awesome.
good to go.
All right. So those are our winners for today. Come back and
Alright.
see us tomorrow. We have one more day of tribal college fairs happening tomorrow. And we will be going over sports and athletic programs in some of our tribal colleges. So come back, and there's more prizes to win tomorrow as well.
All right, awesome. Thanks to Nicolette, our fantastic game show host, and to all of the students, counselors, parents. We've got a journalist in the room. Thank you for attending. We're super excited to have you here so you can learn more about these wonderful TCUs. I'm going to share my screen real quick. It has some of the contact information for the TCUs, although it doesn't have it for each representative here, just because that's a lot to fit onto one slide. So if you don't see your information, please feel welcome to stick that into the chat. Students, one great way to keep track of this is by taking a picture of it with your cell phone or by taking a screenshot and then copy and pasting those contacts from the chat box. Before we go, I just want to share a really cool opportunity with you through the Native Pathways program, which I am a coach for, as is Nicolette, our game show host, and then we have Shonda Randall, our program manager. But if you are a high school student at a BIE funded or reservation-based high school, 9th through 12th grade, then I encourage you to reach out to us to learn more about the High School College Choice program, where you can receive light coaching and support to make sure that you are college ready and one day an employable graduate. And then if you are going to be attending a TCU, or if you're already attending a TCU, then I recommend that you look into Coach Nicolette's option, which is the Tribal College Transfer Program, where you can also receive that coaching and support so that you can be ready to transfer when you're ready, or just have support while you're a student at a TCU. So hopefully everybody has this contact information on this slide. I'm going to move past those. And here's the contact information for the Native Pathways team, which is where you can find that support in high school and at a tribal college. It looks like we have about 2 minutes left. And I think everyone has shared their contact information in the chat. So I, again, want to thank everyone for being here this afternoon and all of the TCUs. Some of you have been here every day. And we know that Zooming takes a lot of energy, so we just really appreciate it.
Thanks everybody for joining us. Am I still Minnie Mouse or am I okay?
You're good.
Okay, thank you. I dropped in some information just to encourage all of the students to be sure and file your FAFSAs early. A huge reason is that there is a lot of additional state aid opportunities when you file your FAFSA early during October, ideally. But I did drop in all of the various higher education, Board of Regents, higher ed offices for each of the states that our tribal colleges and universities are located. So I do encourage you to take a look at those websites and see if there is additional funding available to you. And again, all of the coaches here, Micheline Pennington, Sadie Redwing, Alex Darling, Nicolette Weston, and myself, we're here to support faculty, staff, students with our resources. We're happy to help with workshops and events virtually, hopefully someday back again in person. And thank you all for being here today.